Hey everybody, it's me, JTJ. So you're all probably expecting me to do a review on some kind of stupid rom-com or something romantic, or I don't know, maybe a horror movie like Fresh. Well, I got news for you. I'm doing kind of an anti-Valentine's Day review on a little searchlight film called 500 Days of Summer. And the reason for that is I have been single for 5 years, and I'm probably going to be single by next Valentine's Day. I guarantee it, because it's me we're talking about. Come on, let's be honest. No, but I'm fine being single. I'm not bitter. So this video is strictly for you singles out there. If you're a couple and you're watching this, okay, fine, but I don't recommend this movie for you guys. This is more of a movie you watch after a breakup, not before a breakup, or 2 days before a breakup. Because let's be honest, a lot of you are probably going to break up 2 days after this review. Just saying, it's kind of funny and sad at the same time. So for you singles who are at home drinking your sad juice and eating your big amounts of KFC for some reason, or Subway, or whatever fast food place is right next to your house, and it's your day off for some reason, and you're just depressed. Sit tight, this is going to be a fun review for you. But no, I never really cared for this holiday, just in all honesty. So, in fact, I honestly think it's more something. I'm one of those people who thinks it was just created by the greeting card companies. Just saying, you know. I'm probably going to get killed tomorrow for saying that. No, but, well, maybe. Who knows? I don't know how deep it goes into the greeting card companies. But anyway, this movie was directed by Mark Webb, who before making this movie used to make music videos. And if you're not familiar with Mark Webb's work, he worked on the Amazing Spider-Man movies. He does a lot of TV shows now, I think. I don't know what his deal is. I just looked at the IMDb and saw he was doing TV shows. Probably 1 episodes of each one, if I had to guess. Maybe 2 more. I'm not touching that one. I just know before he did this movie, he used to make music videos. That's just a fact I know about him. But, yeah, in all seriousness, funny story, I'm probably going to be doing Joseph Gordon-Levitt's directorial debut next year, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, so this movie starts off with an author's note basically saying that any resemblance to anything in real life is basically coincidental. And then he basically calls his ex a bitch, which is kind of funny, which tells me this movie is about something he experienced from his ex. That's just a wild guess. Or maybe it's a joke, like maybe the guy wasn't bitter towards an ex. But anyway, so the movie is basically, I'm going to straight up tell you that the narrator in the movie basically tells you this is not a love story. So, yeah, it's not a love story, just putting that out there to you all. So the movie basically starts off with Joseph Gordon-Levitt's, he just got broken up with by his girlfriend, Summer, which, quite frankly, okay, to be honest, she kind of seemed like a serial killer. She gave me that serial killer vibe in the movie. She kind of had a serial killer vibe to her. So it's like he kind of dodged a bullet with that one. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, so one part of the movie that me and a friend really like, specific friend, Pragmatic Addict. It's the scene where Joseph Gordon-Levitt is doing the whole cliche rom-com bit where he's just all happy and high-fiving everyone, and then you see that animated Disney bird come out of nowhere for some reason while it's playing that really cheesy Hall & Oates song that everyone hears playing in a movie in the background during the weirdest scenes. And if you listen to the lyrics close enough, it's kind of messed up. I mean, if you hear the lyrics, it's kind of like, wow. It sounds so peppy, if you catch my drift. But, yeah, so then we get to there's a part in the movie I also really like where it's showing his expectations and the reality. And quite frankly, it's kind of a play on how, in my opinion, it's a play on how in most rom-coms, they seem to be, as BoJack Horseman once put it, a Xerox of a Xerox. I mean, I feel like most of these rom-coms are Xeroxes of other rom-coms, and some of the rom-coms are based off of actual experiences, possibly a person went through and then wrote about into a movie. And when those were popular enough, some other person just took those and just kind of, printed off of it and made his own style of a rom-com. But it's loosely inspired by the first rom-com. And for Hallmark movies, they're all the same. They're just crap. But, yes. Then we get into the part of the movie where basically Joseph Gordon-Levitt gets advice from his little sister in the movie that he should, next time he's remembering back about his girlfriend, he should remember the bad stuff that also went down with her, as well as the good stuff. Because, let's face it, people, no matter how much we try to look through our relationships and how good we thought they were with rose-colored glasses, in reality, there was a lot of bad moments. Especially since it ended in either a divorce, a breakup, you catching your girlfriend doing the drummer in her band. That didn't happen to me. I can assure you that's not what happened to me. It was much, much worse than that. Much worse. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of like literally one of those movies that you watch. This is not a movie to watch on a whim, by the way. I watched it twice so far this year, and I wanted to watch it again before doing this review. Another time, the first time I watched it, I was kind of looking through movies I haven't watched yet, movies I own that on DVD I haven't watched yet, and as I was looking, you know how in the movie Jumanji you hear those drums going. You know, like that. It was kind of like that. Like, I didn't see it, but I could hear the drums playing, and then as I came across it, the drums got louder, and I was like, maybe tonight's the night I watch this. And yeah, it was the right time to watch it. And interestingly enough, I kind of wish I came across this movie a couple years ago, because now she wasn't an ex, but she was a girl I was kind of like chasing after for literally 5 years, and then when I finally came to the conclusion it was never going to happen, that's when I could have used this movie. I'm just saying, like, literally, yeah, I chased after this girl for so long, and I'm not even going to use her real name. Her real name's Jennifer. I said that. Sorry, Jennifer, if you are mad that I said your name, blah, blah, blah. But, no, that's not her actual name, but I'm just proving a point that I'm not going to give away her name. But anyway, it was just such a rough time for me. It was literally summertime when I was going through this hard realization. You know the 7 stages of grief? I was kind of experiencing that all that summer. I think it was the summer of, I want to say, 2016. That's the summer it was. 2016. And believe it or not, 2 years later, I wound up meeting my first girlfriend. I think I was 24 at the time. Yes, I was 24 when I met my first girlfriend. You want to hear the sadder part? I'm still a virgin. Yeah, I'm not afraid to say that. I'm not embarrassed. You know, I mean, Moist Critical said it at one point. Why should I be ashamed to admit it, you know? I know it's not a popular thing to be, but I digress, people. I digress. But this was a movie I could have used back during that time. This is a movie I could have used when I broke up with my first girlfriend, which was in 2019. It was a very, very, very rough breakup. And if I get enough comments in this video asking for the entire story of that girlfriend, I will literally tell it. Maybe next summer. Sorry. Maybe next Valentine's Day. I thought maybe it'll be a fun story to tell you next Valentine's Day if it fits a certain movie. But maybe I'll tell it a month after all those comments come in. Who knows? If you guys want to hear the story, you're more than welcome to comment. Even if it's in my next video, even if it's in my King of the Hill video. By the way, speaking of which, there's a scene in the movie where I was kind of distracted because they're in a video store or something, and you can see some King of the Hill complete season DVDs in the background, and I'm like, was that on purpose or was that on accident? Either way, that was pretty funny. That's pretty cool, actually, not gonna lie. You know, it's kind of ironic, you know, because I've been doing King of the Hill reviews, and then I see that in the background of this movie, but it makes sense that they would try to make it so people would know. You know what? This is not even something worth talking about. I didn't even bother to write down the scene or how many minutes into the movie it is. You know what? It's one of those things where if you blink, you could miss it. So if you want to watch this movie and you spot the scene, go right ahead and tell me how many minutes in, because I'll get a chuckle out of that if you actually look at how many minutes in it is. But no, don't go into the movie just wanting to watch it just to see that scene. This is not that kind of movie where you want to just go in for that. This is a very, very heavy and, might I say, great movie. And I'm going to rate it. I'm going to rate it 11. That's how good it is. I mean, I love this movie. It's an 11. It's kind of the opposite of Skinamarink at this point. Oh, fuck, I said its name. Maybe it got tired. Motherfucker! It always shows up when you don't want it to show up. And the worst part is, I thought it wasn't going to show up because I said its name. Even though I said its name, you know? It's kind of like, just like this day, you know? You don't want it to happen, but it's going to happen one way or another. And you can either deal with it two ways. You can make a review talking about how much you hate it, or you can be all lovey-dovey with your girlfriend and do a review with her talking about how much you hate it or how much you'll love it. I don't know. You know? I feel at this point if I met a girl or a guy, you know, I'd probably be talking about how much I hate this specific day with him or her. Just saying. But I digress again. And happy Valentine's Day and happy anti-Valentine's Day to you guys out there. Until next time, stay tight.